The summer was young, and three friends were bored. So much of the world they'd yet to explore. So they shaved their heads and set off on a journey to conquer Europe and raise a little money.
Go.
Just because you have the head.
Spin.
Woo! All the best, guys. Safe soil.
Bye, guys.
The plan? Well, on paper the plan was simple. Cycle from Calais to Munich, spread awareness about soil, and then return home before our A-level results day. It would be a race against time, however, with 16 days until our bus left from Munich. To make things even more interesting, none of us had any experience bikepacking. Learning as we went, these next 2.5 weeks would be the most memorable of our lives so far.
What an idiot!
Our bikes would introduce us to incredible people, take us places we never could have imagined, and present us with countless obstacles. Before any of that though, we needed to get from Bristol to Calais.
Yo, what's up? We are on the train. We are still trying to find a place to stay tonight.
Yeah, we're going to get at Paddington, go to St Pancras, and then head down to Dover and sleep somewhere.
Yeah, still don't know where.
Hopefully not in the bush.
In London.
Just this half.
I wouldn't.
At passport control.
Connor's sketchy. Connor's having a great time.
Yeah, bro, this is great.
First on, empty ferry. There's literally no people. There's us. Okay, night one completed. And now we're setting off. First day is cycling to Bruges. Woo! The day was perfect. Clear skies, a cool breeze, and virtually zero elevation the whole day. However, we set off way too hard, and we came to regret it the next morning, when our quads were aching and bums sore. I'm so glad we didn't cycle through the UK. Very pretty. We washed Connor's bag because this guy spilt tomato sauce all over it.
A tomato sauce.
It was
tomato sauce bottle in it.
It's meant to be our dinner, so instead we just ate plain rice
And salt.
and salt.
Should we join that party?
Connor, do you know the time?
No, it's like 11. Half 11. Come on, big boy.
11:39.
Those big muscles working.
I need to hold it.
Yeah, I am, bro.
Okay, go on.
We had over 150 kilometers to do on day 2, and things got off to a great start.
This guy has left his phone in his tent. What an idiot. He's packed it. It took him so long to pack it.
Do I need it? No, I don't need it.
You don't need it. Yeah, let's go. Oh my god.
We lived on a diet of porridge, sandwiches and pasta every single day. Porridge, sandwiches, pasta. We resupplied at supermarkets every afternoon and would eat lunch in the parking lot. Connor's pushing. That's so cool. Connor's got his coffee. Oh, we went all over you. That's what I missed on video. Woo! We took a break at the Atomium in Brussels, where we had some snacks and chatted with the local Safe Soil volunteers. We then headed to Maria's house, where we had been kindly offered a bed to sleep in for the night.
We found some Minecraft houses. They're everywhere. Late night cycling. Almost to the house. It's literally right there. We reached Maria's house. This guy ate his breakfast and just passed out on the bed. That's how tired he is. Also, look at me.
Come on! Oh man.
He used up half the bottle of sun cream. And he still missed his neck. He didn't put it on his neck.
Oh my days.
Are you gonna spread it in or just stay
It's not
white?
on my neck. I'm gonna spread it in. Trust me, this will be
That's how normal people do it.
Yeah, just like...
This guy.
Sure, I'm not reapplying, don't worry. Don't think you need to.
Morning on day 4, and it's been a pretty eventful morning. Connor just let one loose. Nah, that was his camping mat.
For breakfast, Connor cooked porridge in the same pot we burnt our dinner in the night before. It tasted like poop, and I still don't know how he ate half the pot.
It looks good, but it tastes like... I can't even describe the taste. It just tastes dirt. Yeah. In the Netherlands, it looks very different to Belgium already. It's like 30 degrees out here. We are massively hot and sweaty. Those two are pissing. We've been drinking a lot of water though. I've got a jetpack on the back of mine. But it's beautiful though, beautiful. Woo! Very lovely. Very pretty. First puncture. Cast have cycled down the wrong gravelly road and then got a puncture. But to be fair, we've come about 300 kilometers. Oh, the sun. Castle, you look fat in this video.
Bro.
Anyway, we've reached Aachen. At the campsite, it's a beautiful place. Such a lovely place to camp. Beautiful city as well. We're gonna go out, explore a bit.
I'm within 10 minutes of being in Germany. Already been
Oh yeah?
Germany.
Look, we got beers. We
learned how to open them with
another beer. Straight off the motorway and into a footpath. I think we've gone the wrong way. It's literally the motorway over there. Hey! The van will, I bet the van will. Nah. Hey! Hey, both of them! Good stuff, boys!
And so we arrived in Bonn and got our first sight of the River Rhine, which we would follow for the next few days. Germany had treated us well, with well-laid cycle paths, clean roads and friendly people.
Connor bonked. He was on top of the world like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and then we came into Bonn. Such a sad sight. How are you feeling?
I'm so out of it.
You know in Boy in the Striped Pyjamas, right? That scene when Bruno gives Schmore that loaf of bread, right? And then he wolfs it down like exactly like this. It's the exact same. Woo!
Dying on the streets of Bonn.
We could leave him here. We've left the campsite, we're on the river all day today. Hot day, I had to change into my Save Soil shirt, because
You know, branding.
to represent. Jonathan's Liverpool shirt.
Yeah, I'm also outspoken.
And we've come out 500 metres and we've stopped.
Yep. It's
Good
been a
going,
good day. We
boys.
found a campsite to stay at
Yeah.
overnight, so just thinking about
Alright,
think
that's
that's
the
it.
end of day 4. Wait, day 6?
day
5?
6, probably day 4.
Day 4, 5? 5 day, that's the end of day 6. See you in the morning.
Save soil.
Save soil! We tried to navigate without Kamut because we're just following the river all day and we nearly ended up on the Autobahn. Like the 120 signs. We nearly ended up on there and a driver honked at us and told us to go on here. So, quick summary of events. This guy wanted to poop, then we went to Mackey's. He pooped. We got chicken burgers and then we left. And then,
After about 100, 200 metres, realised we left with sunglasses.
so then he went back. We laid on the floor and then we cycled 2k down here. This boy realised his phone wasn't in his back pocket. Show them your back pocket. Yeah, he put it in there.
No, I didn't even put it in there. Wait, I did actually.
Yeah, so then we laid here for like half an hour. This guy went back up the hill to Mackey's, searched for ages, got stressed, found my iPhone wasn't working.
Then
So
I
he
was
searched
cycling
and
back.
searched and searched.
I traced back the route that we went on,
Yeah.
thinking that it fell out on a bump, and then that wasn't working. And then my last ditch was to call my phone and activate Find My Phone at the same time.
Oh.
And then it finally worked. And then
Yeah, it was
and then
under,
it showed that
under a bush.
I literally was turning into this road,
Yeah.
and then Find My iPhone activated.
Oh, thank God.
And then I sprinted back to Mackey's, got my phone,
And then we've come back.
and then I come back.
And we were just sitting here looking at Connor's. Such a chaotic day.
Such a chaotic.
We've got no cycling done today. Something's popped up without fail.
Every day, all the time. 40 kilometres has been a...
It's been the longest 40 kilometres.
It's even been long. It's been a longer 40 kilometres than that 40 kilometres.
Yeah. But we still got 80 to go.
Still got 80.
Let's go, a third of the way.
Come on.
The rest of the day remains etched in our memories to this day, and it started off with the fastest passage of cycling we'd done all trip.
River on the left, boys in the middle, mountains on the right. And now we're about to send it. We've just banged out about 40k of solid speed and we're refueling to head to camp, hopefully. Before that sets, we've got about an hour.
We got
So
this. We're
let's go.
banging along, almost 30 kilometres an hour as an average for ages now.
Yeah, it's probably been
So well.
yeah, we've done a lot of distance. Look, that's today. Almost all of that was faff in the morning, so the fact that we've come this far is impressive.
It does say not to take more than one a day.
Made on a ferry across the Rhine.
Look at this.
Beautiful, so pretty. Woo! Made some friends from Australia.
You seen the church there?
Say hi. Hello. Yes, it's so pretty here.
We said bye to our new friends and got ready for the mad dash to camp before sunset, and then disaster struck. A loose towel had fallen into Calstub's derailleur, snapping it clean off and ending the day's ride then and there. Whether we liked it or not, we were stuck in St. Goar, a small town either side of the river. That's when an angel descended from the heavens, a god in human form, a messenger from the stars, Sam, who lives just off Junction 9 on the M1 in London.
They come out with bike tools for days to
Yeah.
come fix our bike. There is someone looking down on us, I swear.
We've been the most lucky and
So
unlucky
lucky and
people.
unlucky. It's literally what you said. We on the other side of the bridge, Cash Up said, we've been so lucky on this trip and we've also been so unlucky on this trip. And that was an example. So we got last ferry of the day. We just randomly decided to stop there and to get to the campsite, and we went, oh, we'll just take a little break, see what's like. No bridges either side for ages. So the last ferry is the one that we got. Get to this side, a towel gets stuck in Cowslip's derailleur.
Oh my god.
Snapping it and bending the derailleur. We have the most lucky and the most unlucky.
And then now,
in the space of about 10 minutes.
we break down. There's a sign. All right, there's a sign right there. Bike repair that way. And then Sam just comes in, saves the day.
You say that you were carrying towels.
We're carrying towels. Yeah. Okay. You probably got denim jeans.
So bright.
He is burning up.
We forgot about it.
Yeah, and then like in 5 seconds of getting the ferry, the towel falls,
And we just hear a loud like crunch, like.
and then we were like, what do we do? What are we gonna do? Our plan was to walk and find a campsite, and we turn around, and this
Random geezer.
random British guy, like
British.
straight out of London, British guy, just pops in. He's got his like latex gloves to help us fix our bike.
He's got a bunch
He's
of
got
bike
everything.
tools as well.
He's got
And he's
absolutely
like,
everything.
he knows so much about bikes. He turns up, blip, blip, blap, blop, changes Calster's bike into a 1-speed in like 5 minutes.
A grand 1-speed.
1-speed bike.
On gear 6, which we were
he was
talking
the funniest guy as well. Okay, the granny ring.
The granny ring.
Now the funniest one was
Bro.
he went to Calster's brake. Was like, mate, your brakes are like dysfunctional. And Calster was like, oh yeah, I just pump them like this.
And he goes,
And then
what
he
did
goes,
he say?
he goes like, oh yeah, you got more muscles in you must have more muscles in your arms and your legs. This guy was complaining about how he's gonna struggle on this gear. And he's like,
But-
mate, it's a granny gear. All the grannies around here are going around in that.
Sam was glass.
Such a funny guy.
But then,
And
to be fair to Sam, he did offer to like him for us to stay here, but said because he was leaving the next day that he couldn't,
But then
and he
let us
did
go
let
and
us go
fit
fill
up
up all of the.
on camera.
And then let's.
So we find a really amazing wild camping spot right next to where we were going toilets.
That's this, by the way. And on the way down from the hill, Connor was telling us how he's been praying a lot. And then as soon as he said, you know what, boys, I've been praying. His bike just catches.
Went.
We were going down a steep hill.
Yeah.
And my bike went and did a somersault.
All the way down, it was so funny.
Alright, come on, there must have been something that you two did, no?
Yeah, I was. I've been burping a lot. I can't lie.
Nah, you've been
Carlson always
I've been letting
burps.
out.
a shot.
Been letting out stuff like that.
Caught in 4K.
Nah, in 720p, 30 FPS. Alright.
No, I can manufacture
and then
them.
basically we're chilling here, camp's there, long night today. Tomorrow we go to Mainz, fix everything up and chill. And then, yeah, that's the plan. Bye.
We were forced to take a day off in St. Gor, which ended up being a blessing in disguise. We discovered how freeing wild camping was, and while not entirely legal, we always made sure to leave our camping spot cleaner than we found it. Also, as a result of our poor preparation, our legs and bums had taken a beating these past few days, and a single rest day ended up being all that we needed to fully recover. They weren't sore again for the rest of the trip. We were finally cycling fit, mentally ready to finish the remaining distance, and honestly really glad that Calster's bike had broken the night before.
Guys, where's my phone?
You just finished the biggest hill of the trip so far. Fuck me.
This was built.
Found a random tree house.
This was built on the 4th of 2017.
2017.
Why is this built? Why does this exist?
Look, 2017.
Or maybe someone visited it then. That's really cool.
That was when it's built.
Come out.
Gaza, come out.
Nah, bro.
Come out.
Gaza. Just quickly.
I'm wasting storage recording here.
I'm taking a shit.
Bro, we found some random porta potties.
Yeah, just in the middle of nowhere.
We were cycling and then
You know,
two porta potties.
That's open. That's just a random office. Wait, come look.
Yeah, make this quick because no storage on my phone.
Look, right. Random office.
What
This is open as well.
Is the digger open?
Nah, the digger's shut.
Oh. Bro, he's just chatting from the pooper.
Come out.
What is this? Bro, the German people not lock anything. They left the key. Maybe I'll be back. What is this? Oh.
Random place.
I bet this is locked. I bet this is open as well. But it was we pooed in there because me and Connor needed to poop, and our couch was gone the one that Connor went in. So yeah. We arrived in Heidelberg only for a spoke to snap on Connor's back wheel. This would mark the beginning of the end for Connor's bike, as things kept on breaking from here on out. To leave, and me and Connor went and paid. We came back to this. We're all ready. Look, we're literally
ready.
completely ready to go. Brother is out. Very beautiful train track, middle of nowhere. Boom.
We're at TSG Oppenheim.
Oppenheim.
Oppenheim's training ground, just casually on our right.
Bro, it just spawned in.
We went in as well.
Yeah, broke the law.
There's an amazing...
Connor went on the pitch, vandalised it,
Ah, you're funny.
and then
And then I came out.
you can see his gynecomastia.
I know.
Landing. He's such a touchdown. Ba-dong. Oh yeah, I think I missed. Oh, he fell over. I know.
The farmer's not reacting.
30 seconds away from hot air balloon. Is this? That's a submarine. Why is there a submarine? And it's planes and fighter jets and Concords and this car, lovely car. Crazy stuff. As we came off the river and Connor's separation anxiety from football peaked, we found ourselves in the areas that tourists didn't really know existed. It was ultimately in these little towns where we enjoyed ourselves the most, fully immersed in a culture so different to our own. For example, in one town we chatted with a local gliding club, and in another we attended an American car show, and in all of them we learned some crucial German phrases that were absolutely essential for surviving rural Germany. Our favourites were Hallo, Entschuldigung, Sprechen Sie English? And Wo ist das glutenfrei? Guys, we've been arrested by the police. Daily update. No, yeah, we are there. We have to follow them. It's kind of, I don't know what we did, but yeah. In Stuttgart, we were very kindly hosted by Marta, and the warm showers and hot food made it very hard to leave the next morning. It's around 1:30.
Morning.
Afternoon, my man. Afternoon. But we all woke up at reasonable hours. Had a lovely breakfast with Marta. I think I ate too much and then I slept on the couch. And then these two played darts for about 2 hours. So now, what's the time, Connor?
Almost 2 o'clock.
Almost 2 o'clock and we're about to head off. Oh, we always do this. Bro, every single day.
We were like, oh no, we're not going to do it today. And then ended up doing it.
I know. But today, 90k, we'll just motor on. He's not expecting to.
In and out.
Leaving Stuttgart. Woo! Massive. Something fell off. What fell? His pannier fell off. found a wild camping spot, 55k from Stuttgart. Sunset is gorgeous. The view's amazing as well.
Myself.
Say I just put my elbow in a slug. Say it, it'll be funny.
Yeah, tell her that.
Tell her that, tell her that.
No.
Tell her that, actually.
No, it just doesn't flow. Shush! Shut up! That's all the camera.
We went down there,
Yeah.
we got yelled at.
Yelled at.
9!
Go back!
Yeah, and then
Planted some like 8-year-old.
Connor hit an 8-year-old.
No, the 8-year-old came blazing around the corner.
Yeah, it wasn't our fault at all. We've been done dirty by roadworks twice now. This is the second time.
Yeah.
The diversion for our first roadworks took us up like a 20% steep hill as a joke. Barely could push the bikes up it.
And then it just led us back onto the main road. We left the main
Yeah.
road to do that loop and it led us back onto it.
I got bit twice by something, which was in my cycling jersey. What else? Oh, we all ate too much for breakfast and then got really hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just been one of those days.
brilliant morning.
Right. About 100k to go still.
Let's go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes.
What's happened, Connor?
The brakes have failed.
They broke.
You ready for this stop and distance?
Look, he's
Fully pressing it.
he's on his brake
Miles an hour.
and
How's
it didn't stop.
So going downhill was a bit funny.
We were coming down the hill and then Connor realised he couldn't brake.
I'll just give a reference point. This is how they should brake. Okay?
Calston and Connor are fixing the bike at the bike shop. I've just headed down to Lidl to get lunch for us.
Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show.
Stuttgart 134.
No way. 134k to Stuttgart. That was what, 2 days ago? Crazy. And we're off to Augsburg. Connor's taking a cold shower. We've camped up at a park.
Not
In-
not even a park.
It's a beautiful lake actually.
Yeah.
Outside Augsburg. It's got beautiful toilets, showers, and we ran out of gas, so we're just eating our leftover lunch, which, I mean, it's filling enough. But we're gonna wake up tomorrow and set off on our final day. I'll give you a quick campsite tour. The children's park over there. This lake, which is super still. The shower. Me and Connor took a shower here last night. It was so cold, but felt amazing. There are the toilets, which again are a lifesaver. And that's the pier, which is kind of dodgy, but goes really far out into the lake.
Hello everyone. It is day 14 of our trip and we are currently 20 kilometers from Augsburg. So it's 10 o'clock and we plan on making the 110k trip to Munich today. It'll take about 6 hours.
What? 8 hours?
8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
We'll be in Munich by 6 is what I meant. And if all goes well, that is. Hopefully,
No more bike incidents, hopefully.
hopefully it all does run smoothly.
Yeah,
But,
last day of the trip.
Last day to Munich.
Yes, sir.
Save soil.
Save soil. Woo!
Go. Connor skidded on the gravel.
You can see the pattern that I'm trying to do, so just carry on.
There.
Oh, boys, the shoulder's
Whee!
actually quite sore. And then,
Thankfully we bought a first aid kit in Audi a while ago.
yeah.
The barrier's shut as I crossed it, but the other two didn't, so I'm stuck here. Why is it going so slow?
Connor's pannier rack then snapped off from his back wheel. We did set off after fixing it with metal wire, but it had the last laugh as a bolt broke 20 kilometers later, making Connor's bike unrideable with luggage. We really hated to throw in the towel here, but we agreed eventually to book a train into the centre of Munich, where local Save Soil volunteers are waiting to greet us at the end of our journey.
We're in Munich! Connor! Yo, we made it! We're in Munich! No way! Look! We're finally here!
And so our trip came to an end. We made this video not only to raise awareness about the soil crisis, but also to inspire people to go outside and adventure. We showed that you don't need experience. We had no idea what we were doing, but just had faith that we could overcome any obstacle, and it all worked out in the end. You don't need fancy kits. All our bikes were second hand, and we had bought them originally just to commute to school. Connor had used his mum's panniers, I bought mine the day before we left, and Callum got his on Facebook Marketplace for £10. Our tent and sleeping bags were just what we had used for our Gold DAV expedition. The only new things we really bought were a stove, gas, and spare bike parts. You don't need a lot of money, and we ended up spending about £500 each on new kit, campsites, food, trains, and buses. Considering that kit can be reused, and we spent about £100 each on campsites before we discovered wild camping, this value can go down by a lot. You also don't need to be a world-class athlete. Our bodies adapted to the workload as we went, and by the 1 week mark, we were as fit as we would have been after months of dedicated preparation. All we really needed was a little optimism, the ability to adapt and solve problems on the go, and being able to enjoy those little things that make every adventure unforgettable. If given the choice, we would do it all over again in a heartbeat, maybe servicing our bikes beforehand this time. Have you ever stopped to think about where your food really comes from? Not from supermarkets or from farms, but from the soil beneath our feet. The nutrients in our food come from the earth, and if we don't replenish organic matter, soil turns to sand after just a few harvests, unable to grow anything at all. This is already happening around the globe, to the extent that 52% of soil is currently degraded, and it's predicted that in 20 years, 40% less food will be produced for a population of 9.3 billion. Water will become scarcer as rain runs off damaged soil instead of soaking into the ground to refill water supplies. Famine and wars will follow, not to mention an environmental disaster, as healthy soil alone stores 3 times more carbon than all living plants. This is a crisis at the root of both global hunger and climate change, yet is rarely talked about. Education is the first step in creating change, so policies can then be supported around the world. That is the mission of Save Soil, to educate the world about the crisis under our feet before pushing for global policy change. The good news is that this issue is solvable without massive infrastructure overhauls or new technology. If policies can encourage farmers to enrich soil between harvests, prevent overfarming land, and provide shade and vegetation to stop erosion, it is a problem we can fix as long as everyone is on the same page. So that is why we wanted to do our part through cycling to raise money and spread the message. So, start conversations about soil and spread the word.
Going down is going to be so hard.
That's why we got the sticks. Connor, give me a hiya. Look where we are. We're like abseiling on a hike.
Bro.
Connor's breaking it. Can I look at the camera?
I didn't sign up for this.
Okay, guys, no, go.
You're right, mate. What's this one looking at?
Imagine how fucking annoying that was, eh?
Bro, he's literally 5.
Let me ring the bell for him. Let me ring his bell.
Die 19 Schiffe kommen wir mit der 20 Millionen Muslimen.
Look at this!
23 wir kommen zurück.
Before we knew it, it was time to head home. We first took buses from Munich to Lille, taking 18 hours, before cycling the 120k from Lille to Calais. We also camped in our most outrageous spot yet, in the middle of a town.
Our cycle, we're on the downhill, and then it's gonna be flat the entire way. Guess what broke again?
Spoke number technically 3, innit? Because there was one broken before, one broke again, and then another one's broken.
We're 36 kilometers from
We're
Calais.
so close.
We've nearly finished the trip, and something had to break.
34k away now, and now the spokes broke.
Wait, we're just gonna film it, not fix it, and try look at it back in Bristol, because
Nah, you're just gonna need to get a new wheel.
we're not Irish. It's so hot today. Woo! Passport in hand. We've just changed our tickets to today instead of 2 or 3 days from now.
Yeah, we're heading back to England, baby.
And then we were back in England, on the same train that we had taken 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh wait, maybe think about that.
You could not wall camp on the wheat fields there.
No, not then, but like, see this field here? You just go in there.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You guys quite chill with wild camping anyway.
Actually, to be fair, there won't be much.
What?
Oh no, there is. If you don't fill it all the way, then it doesn't smash all over the place. So when the train moves,
Mate, you left that much.
yeah. Well, that's the bit that would splash out. So I'm saving like 50p right there.
Wow. And your white t-shirt.
Yeah, and the white t-shirt. Rip the right t-shirt.
Right, that's the stinkiest thing.
It's practically yellow now, I'll be honest, but
Yeah.
one wash and it'll be fine.
I used it all to like upload.
Owen turns up! Back in Bristol!
On time and everything. You guys kind of what talking about not being on time.
We were mega on time.
I told you the train would arrive 15 minutes before
You already
it
pressed
did.
the button.
Because I thought you'd be a bit late.
Wait, no way.
How long were you waiting here for?
Like 2 minutes.
He just
Just
because I'm literally.
Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone who made this trip possible. Firstly, the incredible people who donated via GoFundMe. Secondly, to Maria and Marta, who hosted us during the trip. Thirdly, the incredible Save Soil volunteers, their support was amazing throughout. Lastly, to you for watching this video. It really means a lot, and we all thank you from the bottom of our hearts. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, so that more people can find it. And also consider subscribing, as I have way more adventures planned and I can't wait to share them. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.